Yo, what is going on, guys? Bexio, and today we're back looking at crypto, looking at Bitcoin in specific this time. So, basically, as you can tell from the title, Bitcoin to $500,000 per coin. Could it happen? Yes. And this is how it's going to possibly happen. It's definitely not going to happen anytime soon, within 2, 3, 4 years, maybe. I mean, that far out. You got to be looking into the future here. But even with it going down, you see it at $254 billion market cap. It's only at $15,000 per coin. So that kind of hurts it because they touched 20,000 and then it came back down. But you can see that's kind of what it does in like its history. It kind of goes. Let's see if we can get a good chart here. Well, I don't know. Well, you can see it kind of goes 7,000, down to 6,300, then up to 16,000, down to 14, up again to like 17,500, down to 16,500. So it kind of does that. It's been doing that. It's like its history. That's what Bitcoin does. Is once it hits all-time highs, it bounces back and sets an all-time low, or not an all-time low, but it sets a low, and then it bounces back from that, and it kind of bounces till it levels out, and then slowly climbs the chart again. So I think that's what we're gonna see is it slowly climb it over time. It could definitely hit 30K in 2018, 2019. This right here is the biggest thing that's gonna affect it is the halving for 892 days. It's going to cut the Bitcoin mining in half from how many coins can be produced. And see, it's going to go from 12.5 to 6.25, which is going to really bring down the coins produced. I think it's going to be like 300,000 for the year. So after this halving happens, it's going to go from, it's like a million, or it's around a million, something like that, new coins created, and it's gonna go down to 300,000, like 328, 378,000, or something like that, and that's gonna increase the price of bitcoins because they're gonna become more valuable and more scarce. You're not gonna be able to generate a lot. You can see like Bitcoin's left to mine for this year is 4 million, or Bitcoin's left to mine until the halving is 4 million. Percentage mined is 80%, so we're really nearing the top of the how many can be mined. So the halving is going to help increase the price, and the two options that it has with this is it'll increase it over time. So as this gets closer, the price will go up. It'll go up gradually, or this will hit and the price will take off once this happens. So that's something that's going to affect the price and could skyrocket it. Again, I don't think this will happen in anywhere near the short term. Maybe 4 or 5 years down the line. 2020 is when this halving is happening. So in 2 years, we'll see where it goes. It'll probably still be worth around $20,000 to $30,000 around there. And once this happens, it'll probably skyrocket, or it can gradually be going up, and maybe even hit 1K. But a lot of people compare Bitcoin to gold in its market cap. So you can see it's 43%, which is actually down a lot from where it's been at. It's been over 50% for a long time, but it is compared to gold all the time in its worth to gold, because it is worth a lot. Like it doesn't stop growing. And I mean, this isn't financial advice by any means, just an opinion, but we could see it hit. I wouldn't be scared to invest in it at this point, at this price, and 15,000, because even in a couple years, we'll probably see it hit 30,000. So even doubling your money isn't terrible in a couple years. Um, I mean, I can't just buy a whole Bitcoin, but buying buying a hundredth of it, that's only like $151. So it's not going to give you huge returns, but it's something to play around with if you want to see what happens with Bitcoin. So it's low risk, low reward. If you really want to see the high rewards, you got to put a lot of money in. So it's definitely going to see something around that price range. Um, it's been, it's probably going to be stagnant for 2018, 2019, just because it's it's kind of like settling. It's not really, as you can see, like right here, it continuously went up, went up, went up, went up, went up. It had its dips and stuff, but it's hit an all-time high, and then it went down. It's kind of bouncing and kind of consolidating around this price of 15,000. So we might see it sit here for a little bit. We might. I don't think it's gonna take off overnight. But I definitely think this halving is gonna help it. So once this gets closer, the price is probably gonna start to go up more. And once it happens, the price is definitely gonna go up. It's gonna affect the price directly. So that's basically what could happen with Bitcoin. $500,000 is a real bullish, out there, you know, hope, but chances are it doesn't hit that for a long time. It probably won't even hit like 100,000 or 50,000 for a long time. Maybe not even 30,000. Like I think the goal for Bitcoin at this point in like 2019 is like 30,000 to be floating around there. So 2020, once that halving happens or gets closer, I think the price will be affected a lot more. Could see it go to like 50,000. And once we get up to that high, you're gonna have to see what happens if people are still interested in, buying it, or if people are interested in just taking their profits out. Because if they just want to take profits, then that'll affect the price as well. So we'll see when we get there. But guys, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. I love seeing all the support. It really helps the channel grow. And I will see you guys in my next video.